Good evening, everybody, from a very windy Universal Studios. Today is our very first Halloween Horror Nights update video. We do have some merch that we're going to be looking at, but we do have some Truss work going on inside of studios. We also need to go check out the Kids Zone. They just released kind of a new food booth over there with some new items. And then also we're heading over to Islands to kind of wrap things up to check out the Hallows Eve Boutique. They have some fun monster kind of HHN vibes in there as well. So kind of a little bit of a packed day here, but hopefully it is a fun one nonetheless. So either way, let's enjoy our first HHN update construction kind of vibe video of 2024. One of the first, I guess, construction-ish updates would just be that they have this big medallion for Despicable Me 4, which is coming out July 3rd. Today, I think, is our first day that it's been, what, like 80s instead of like 90s?
Definitely feels nice today with this breeze and like the sun's not out.
Yeah, it feels actually very good. There is a lot of wind, so hopefully it doesn't ruin too much of the audio. But you can see, like, it's kind of overcasty, not much sun right now. And I just feel like overall, it's gonna be perfect. Also, what is that? I see Mega Movie Parade. What? I see a little thingy. I need to go see what that is. I saw like they were wheeling something out and it said the Mega Movie Parade. That's not coming until July 3rd either. So, I'm gonna see if I can find that out as soon as we get scanned in. Also, just so you guys know, we do have our new hours for the month. We do have 10 p.m. for Islands and 9 p.m. for Studios side. Basically started, I think, the 15th. We have these longer hours, so always love to be over at Islands past, 7, 8 p.m. But either way, let's do our facial recognition. Also, somebody was asking if you can still scan in without facial recognition, and you definitely can. It looks like we don't have anything really up here yet. We are kind of heading over here towards Hollywood, and we'll point some stuff out. Plus, we need to head over towards the new DreamWorks land, because that is where that new food booth is. So we're gonna willy weave this way, but first and foremost, also, we do need to check out the brand new HHN merch that just dropped. Alrighty, here is the design that we are seeing. Now again, I do think that we are looking at 2024 as our kind of like touches, right? So when you're seeing things on the merch, I think we're gonna be seeing 24 and not 33. So, but I don't know, we'll have to keep an eye on it. But either way, this is the merch here, or again, the design. Let's go take a look at what it actually looks like on the shirts. There it is. Now, one thing I was hearing was that it was kind of like sticky down here, almost how they did the like the Vecna shirt from last year. So it's kind of got a little bit of this like sticky vinyl, which I don't love, but the shirt itself is decently light. But the that sticky vinyl, I remember like the Vecna shirt was kind of thick for me, but I like the design a lot. This might be one of my favorite designs. I just like the colors, the contrast, the wildness of it. Again, I know some people hate it, but this one, I don't really mind. Also, you can see there are a few Easter eggs in here, so it kind of looks like we might have like bugs eaten alive in here. Looks like we obviously have like major sweets over there, like the top hat. Let's see what else we have on here. We obviously have Lil Boo. Got some like rotting pumpkins. So I think it's just a really cool design, and I'm really just a huge fan of it. And honestly, I've liked a lot of the merch from this year. I guess I should point out the other merch that we did get just like a few weeks ago, and that was A Quiet Place. I don't know if it's just like not selling or why they ultimately took it off, but I feel like it wasn't up for very long. It was only on that display for, I don't know, I feel like a week or two. But there it is. Rule number 1, don't make a sound. There you go, HHN on the side, 2024 again. So it does look like we are using the 2024. I wonder if that's gonna be like the official kind of like color logo. I don't know if that's picking up super well. Let's try and get a better angle. There we go. But right there you can see like that skull, the 2024 there. So I think that's gonna be the kind of official logo we'll be using for the year. But either way, we do have some mugs here. It does say A Quiet Place on that side with the rule number 1 again. And then the shirts down here with the logo there on the side. Now again, this was the original drop that we saw, and this was in an orange, and then they released it in like this black, where again you have this material that no two shirts are alike, which is pretty cool. But let's again look at more of this. Also, this is the orange one I was talking about. So let's scoot around here. And there you go. This is kind of the full merch drop that we have. And this is kind of interesting. It's kind of a little plaque, a little bit 3D in there. So if you guys want to like hang it anywhere, I think it might be able to go on the wall. I don't know. But that is $25 for that. Looks kind of cool again, kind of that little logo that we've been seeing. We do have a Little Boo Christmas ornament here. Halloween Horror Nights 2024. That is $20 for that one. It's kind of it's like a plastic. I feel like, is it wood? No, I think it's plastic. I feel like sometimes they release these in like a wood. Also, oh, I thought that was 3D. Now there's kind of like some sort of like plexi over that, or maybe like an epoxy. And then you have some cup holders here, like coasters. So that is $12 for that one. And there is Lil Boo again, front and center. They love their Lil Boo merch. They are definitely leaning into it. And this looks to be kind of your whole gambit. So you've got, again, the little plaque, the ornament, and then the coasters here. Also, the shirts, $33. I think that has been kind of the price that we've been seeing on all of them. Also, nothing on the back, nothing on the sleeves for this one. Everything is written right up front there. So again, you have kind of, I don't know if that's like a screen print or what that is.
It's like
but it's, yeah, I was gonna say, but you've got the stickiness down there where the blood is. So wherever that blood is, that it's touching. Also a little bit on like the pumpkin right there. So parts of it, anything that is red looks to have that kind of like weird texture. And I think that's, yeah, up there too. For those of you guys that are wondering, it is 100% cotton, and I think a lot of their shirts are that way, so you got to keep that in mind when you're washing it. I think cotton does tend to shrink up a little bit, so 100% I think will shrink, so I would always maybe size up just a little bit, especially if you're washing and drying a little bit. Either way, that is the first thing we wanted to see for HHN this year, another merch drop, which we've seen a few of them. But let's continue onward. Right around the corner, I'm seeing some construction updates. Now, I never saw the Bill and Ted show, but I guess that phone booth over there is from the Bill and Ted show. So, or like Traveling Time, whatever it might be. So if you guys liked that show, they have a little bit of a Easter egg, I guess, kind of, if you want to call it an Easter egg, but it's out front in front of the tribute store. Now here we go. Our first set of trusses have appeared right here in front of Cafe La Bamba. So we have one right here and one right here. Now we do have over in the Central Park area as well, we do have some larger green ones, and I feel like they always kind of use the green kind of mesh coloring. I'm trying to see if there's any more over here. I don't think so. So it looks like, again, one here, and at first we did see these the other day, and I'm like, oh, it's just trusses that are out there. I'm like, well, wait a minute, we're coming up to HHN season, obviously. Here we go, just an aisle full of these trusses. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe another around the corner. So at least 7 of these large green trusses. They use that, I think, to help blend in with kind of the foliage here. But either way, I mean, this is legit HHN. You can't, you can't question that one. The other ones back there, maybe there was signage that they were using for something else. These are definitely here for Halloween Horror Nights. Something I do want to keep in mind, over here, the new Lagoon show, Cinesational. Fantastic show. It ends August 25th, I believe, right before HHN starts, which leads us to believe we are getting a nighttime Lagoon show for Halloween Horror Nights. Total speculation. I have no idea if that is the case or not, but why else would you end it right before then? I did talk about it during that video, but either way, I think we are going to be getting a nighttime show for the Lagoon. Let's hope on it. Also, an 8th truss right there. So we do have 8 of them right inside of this little corridor. Now we do have the DreamWorks land right in front of us. Also, they have a new ET sign, but what I am looking for is not over that direction, it's right here where the old Kids Zone kind of sign was, and this is where they did pizza fries. Last year they did pizza fries, in the past few years. So I hope they bring pizza fries to this booth, because I was just telling you how I'm getting excited for pizza fry in HHN season. I feel like, I mean, there's no way they don't do pizza fries, right? It's just whether or not it's done here. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting, especially now that like Shrek is over here. It's like, I don't know how that's gonna work for Halloween Horror Nights now that you've got the whole DreamWorks land. That is up and operational. But either way, this is where we're coming now. We're gonna try out something to eat here. It looks like they have a few food items. So for entrees, they have an Ogaroni pizza. And then you have for desserts a Boss Baby beignet, strawberry soft paws, and Can't Stop the donut. So yeah, looks like some fun stuff. Actually, you can see some of it right here in the window. So there are the beignets, it looks like. This seems to be the pizzas here.
There's the donut up there.
Ah, a donut is over here. Oh, it looks like they're almost out of it. What's the last one? The strawberry soft paws? Oh, it's like a strawberry bowl. Okay, so it's like fresh strawberries. We went with the Ogaroni pizza, and this looks like it's like oven fire, like the brick fire or whatever. You know, it's kind of got that like crisp to it. So I hope that's good. And then we did the beignets. So one entree. There is only one entree there currently, and then a dessert for you. Again, I think these strawberries come in like a little bag. Also, as the wind is blowing away, so we will go ahead and try this out for you. Let you know. There's not like a sign up here, so I don't know like what it's technically called here. Is it like a DreamWorks booth? Is it Kid Zone? I don't really know what they're calling this. The basil bite. Is that, oh, we're losing it. Is that like mozzarella chunks on there? Or is that just like, is it?
That's good.
Is it?
I think this is really good for like pizza in a theme park. The crust is definitely kind of like that light and airy crust, and like I like the fresh mozzarella chunks. I love fresh mozzarella, and the basil is a really nice touch, and I think it's a great slice of Ogaroni. Obviously it's great, it's Ogre, it's Shrek, why wouldn't it be good? But I'm happy with this.
I'm gonna go in. It's thick. I don't even, oh my gosh, the wind is picking up. That's good. That tastes like legit pizza. It's like fluffy, it's light, it's airy. It tastes really fresh. I like that a lot. A little expensive. I think it was like $13.50 for the piece. And then we got the AP discount. So that part's a little rough, but it is really, really good. I like that a lot. That's some like insanely good pizza. I guess we should do a video and like compete with like all the pizzas around all the parks. But this is like delicious. Like, I mean, look at this. Like the bottom side looks like super nicely cooked. You got like that like crust on the edges. All the toppings, it's just, I don't know, that's good. I don't know what else to say. This is a delicious piece of pizza. Try this out. We are gonna head on to the beignets, but Nicole was just saying a 9 out of 10. We actually just got pizza from a place by us, and she didn't totally love it. You said it was better than that.
I thought this was better than the pizza joint by our place. So yeah, I would really recommend this for a slice of pizza in the theme park. I was really impressed.
Yeah, that was actually really, really good. That was one of my favorite like entree dishes I've had in a while. What a surprise hit. Again, I still don't know what it's called, but very, very good. All right, let's try these beignets. Some of ours don't have much, oh, just kidding. It just got flipped over. I was gonna say some didn't have much powder, but it does on the other side. I feel like with beignets, they always just make your face so like
messy.
Yeah, but I guess that's kind of how they're meant to be, maybe. I feel like you're always pretty good about it. I feel like it always gets like in my beard.
Maybe because of the beard. So overall, they are good. They don't have as much flavor as some of the other beignets that we've had. You know, we've had a couple at Disney now. We had the ones here during Mardi Gras. The powdered sugar is always great, but the beignet itself is kind of lacking. It reminds me more of just like an old-fashioned donut with powdered sugar. I mean, it's still a good treat. It's just not the best beignet around town.
Here we go. Boom, beignet time. All right, so I guess I would partially agree with Nicole where I'd say it, I don't know if, I wouldn't say it's lacking flavor, but it's not like super punchy in the face with flavor. But I think Universal's always kind of known to not over sweeten things, but I like that. I like that. I feel like I could actually eat this whole thing. Sometimes I feel like with beignets, I might only have 1 or 2 and I'm like, it's just too heavy. I feel like this came with like 5 or 6 or something. So I feel like you get a nice portion as well. And I feel like I could eat them all because it's not super heavy. Is it like bursting with flavor? No, but I think at the end of the day, like it is a great treat if you want to eat all of them and you don't want to feel like you just ate some super deep fried, you know, dessert or whatever. It's like a nice, light, fluffy snack. Also, I think the rain is coming. Oh boy. We had to come get under the shade here. We were under an umbrella, but it's a little bit windy. Hopefully, this kind of holds off for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I think these are a nice treat. And like I said, I think you could just eat a lot of them. Like I feel like I could just like finish those and I'm not gonna feel like sickly sweet. As Nicole is finishing up the last bite, they definitely come with a lot of powdered sugar too, which I feel like is great. And again, you get a lot of them. Again, I would probably give that like an 8.5 out of 10. It could use slightly more flavor, but I'm like, I don't know if beignets are supposed to be super flavored. And we always talk about this every single time we have beignets. Yeah, we're like, who has the real beignets? Because every single time we've had it, even from Universal, we've had like 3 different types of beignets. So at this point, it's like, what is the real beignet? either way, those are still very good as well. And like I said, if you want to like actually eat the whole thing, there you go. So I guess it's dangerous because a lot of times you get beignets and you're like, it's a little too much for me, a little too greasy and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it was what, $6 for, I think we got 6 or 7 of them. I don't know, there was a lot on there. So I might have some powdered sugar on me, but yeah, overall, this booth here, still unnamed up there, super good. I think this is a hit, and I feel like it like wasn't advertised. I saw somebody else like walk by and point it out, like I don't know, just a few days ago, and I was like, oh, like it's open now. So I really liked it. I think that's some good food. We'll have to try the donut at some point, and then the strawberry dessert. Also, I appreciate that. I feel like you can't get a lot of fresh fruit inside of the parks unless like you're getting like a full-blown meal a lot of times. I think there might be another place or two, but cool to see that there. What did you think about the food booth?
I really liked it. You know what, it's weird. I feel like we were just here the other day and I saw someone holding beignets and I'm like, where do you get beignets here? So that's exciting. I like those all of a sudden now. That's a new food for us and I really enjoy them and I'm happy to get them more than just Mardi Gras time.
Agreed. Not just Mardi Gras. I will be getting those again. I'll be getting that pizza again. I will be trying that booth. That is a sleeper hit. Do not sleep on that food booth. Let's continue on. I guess I am wrong. Nicole has a better eye. She said that we have a lot of fruit actually around the park.
I do. I feel like right in front of like Louis, they have like that little fruit vendor stand outside, like kind of in between Louis and like the gelato window. And then over in Hogsmeade, by like the castle, they have that like cart that sells fruit. And I think to me it's so random to just see like bowls of fruit being sold, which is why I'm like, no, like they do sell fruit here. But I think Universal sells fruit more than like Disney does.
Yeah, so I guess if you guys are looking for fruit, I wasn't totally aware. There's a lot more places to get that if you guys are looking for it. As we are continuing on with our video today, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying this type of content. And again, for the HHN season, if you guys want to see that, we'll be covering it. Also, following that, we'll be doing all of the holiday stuff here at the parks. That is my favorite time of the year, if I'm being honest with you. I love Christmas inside of all the parks here in Central Florida. But again, we do have a few more updates here. But like I said, I'm just asking if you guys are enjoying this type of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now let's continue on. I do see a few more trusses popping up around this area. And I feel like this is one of the iconic trusses that we always have, and this kind of lights up this area. I never know what we're gonna do with this because we had like a few food booths here last year, then I think, or no, 2 years ago, then I feel like we had maybe, did we even have a food booth here last year? Yes, we did, like a drink one, I think.
Did we?
There was, yeah, it was like that small one, remember?
I know we didn't have anything for Mardi Gras this year back here.
No, we did not, yeah. And I like when they spread it out, so hopefully they do that for next year. I like when they kind of utilize the entire park. But yeah, we have that truss here. I guess we could see if the kind of truss work over by Nightmare Fuel is up yet. We do not have the one in front of Nightmare Fuel, but we do have the one by the bathroom. So they are popping up. Again, nothing kind of in place. We have no idea. Most of the time that is just lighting is all that's gonna happen there. Is it's just gonna be lighting structures. And so, I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but they are popping up kind of all over the place. And I think we have just a little bit more around the corner here. But the whole reason we are over here in San Francisco is because we have Truss, Truss, Truss. We have 3 trusses in here. I don't think the ones that are inside of the gate pertain to anything HHN based. I think that's all for the ride. But we do have 3 of them here. This is kind of like that like hooked style. Again, all lighting. One thing I need to keep an eye on is the lighting that goes up top and where they are going to ultimately kind of light places up. Because now that we have the Lagoon show, they use a lot of lighting effects out there and kind of display pieces on the buildings and things like that. So now we got to keep an eye on exactly what is going up and like what is actually new versus what is being used again for the Lagoon show. But again, all very basic stuff so far. It's just exciting to see that we're finally getting some stuff to roll out here. Again, no lighting, no cable work or anything like that. This is just kind of their bases that they use for all their lighting structures here. And we will wait to see what shows up in the coming weeks. Hopefully we see something else here pop up very soon. We need to head over to the All Hallows Eve Boutique now. So we're gonna go ahead and take the train over. We are right next to King's Cross. So we're gonna go ahead, get in the station there, pop over, and then show you the All Hallows Eve Boutique. It's looking kind of cool over there from what I'm seeing. Here is another great reason to have Express, by the way. I think it was about an hour-long wait to go ahead and take the King's Cross station over to Island Side. And you could definitely walk it in that amount of time, but you don't get this experience. However, we should be on very quickly. Here we go, back on the Hogwarts Express. I sounded a little bit like Mario there, didn't I? Okay, we have made it to Hogsmeade from our 5-minute little escapade. Where are we going? This direction. All right, here we go, out this way. It's been a while since I have taken. The main reason we wanted to do this was because it lets out in Hogsmeade, which is right next to the All Hallows Eve Boutique, so we are now just right around the corner. There is our Halloween Horror Nights sign that we saw before, but we are coming in the All Hallows Eve Monster Hideaway. Also, really like this design here. You can see it's kind of like tiki themed, but also like Halloween themed. And they do have the same merchandise over here, but the one thing that they have over here that is not over in Universal side are these like Stanley makeshift kind of mugs here. And these are kind of fun. I feel like these are gonna sell out though. They are $40. I know it is not a Stanley, but it's, you know, that big cup, and the design looks like it's like actually like on there. It doesn't look like it is a like sticker. So I think that's actually gonna hold up really well. How do you like that?
Well, it's not no Stanley.
It is not a Stanley.
But it's not bad. I don't love the theme of this year, but we're on opposite sides.
We are. I love it. Some people I feel like love it. Some people hate it. It's very divisive this year. I don't know. I think it's really cool on this mug too. If I used a big one like that, I feel like I would get that. I know, but yeah, like I said, I don't think those are gonna be around too long, so I pick them up if you can. I think they'll come out more like throughout the season, but early on, I feel like I could see these kind of selling out. Here are some fun little designs in here. The Laguna Lounge. Looks like we're underwater here. Look at these face masks. It's like a big baby. It's a big baby. Let's see. These are interesting too. What is this, like a candle? Oh, like is this an incense holder maybe? It's like a skull holding, or a hand holding a skull here.
It's like a kid's book of Halloween.
Is it? That's funny.
Obviously not for kids, but it's set up like a kid book, isn't it?
Maybe it is a kid's book. Here are some candles.
That's not kid friendly.
Oh yeah, I guess probably not getting murdered. These are $18.95. I feel like I never see like 95. I feel like it's always like a flat amount. But take a look at this lounge. This looks sweet. All of these characters are here at the lounge. The Invisible Man making drinks. They need to release these here. Those coasters, those would sell. This is a lot of fun. This is like super well themed. I feel like this like wasn't even like super advertised that this happened. But I love it. Definitely come check this out. Ooh, the tiki mugs are of the Mummy here for this one, Monsters. I wonder if there are other ones. Oh yeah, look. So you have Dracula, Frankenstein. Let's see, Frankenstein's Bride, Gilman, Tiki Tut, and Wolfie. I like it, and I guess like this kind of pertains to the merchandise, right? We have like the big like tentacle that we were seeing on there. It feels like it's just like unhinged. Oh my gosh, look at these two in their tiki outfits. Oh, that is great. Look at all these tiki mugs in here. Those are so cool, actually. I wonder if they have them like for sale somewhere. These look so good. The Invisible Man one. Look at this over here. We have some more designs. So it looks like they are out in the lagoon, I guess. We're just kind of having a little tiki vacation over here. I wonder if this is what is meant to be, again, part of this design that we're getting this year. Just, again, it feels just like unhinged. I don't really know. But I guess it's photo op opportunities nonetheless. I definitely recommend if any of you guys are visiting for like Halloween season or just in general, like come look at the merch they have in here. I don't know if it's like always the same, but I feel like I never see the same merchandise. And I'm just, I don't know, like I haven't seen this before, I feel like. I don't know. I mean, any of these things, I just feel like I'm never seeing them. Even the shirts, I feel like, are all completely unique. I don't ever remember seeing this. So like, I don't know, just come in here, take a look. There's a lot of good merch to see, and it is completely themed to like Halloween, basically. So this Shrieking Toad smells super good. This is Coffee Shop of Horrors. We've had some of their coffee. Super good coffee, by the way. but this pumpkin spice smells exactly like a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Like, the smell is identical, which is crazy because they're whole beans too. So if that's the flavor, holy cow. Just a few more additions here in the center area. Again, I really think this is hilarious, this like tiki theme. Oh, look at this one glows. Let's see what they have to drink. The Mad Scientist, Franken Robert. Let's see, the Tourist, Tropical Diver, I think. It's kind of hard to see. Nah, I can't really see. Either way, very cool design in here. Definitely worth checking out if you guys are in the area. You gotta come see this. Super well done, Universal. I like this a lot. Well, we are all finished up inside of here. Nicole went ahead and was basically reading this kid's kind of book. Oh, John Carpenter. That makes more sense because it's based on the motion picture screenplay.
It's just like
I see.
a rhyming pictured kid's book, and it was great.
Well, there you go. You guys should pick one up if you guys are interested. Again, they have all of the HHN merch that we have so far inside of the store with this fun theme. Again, one last time, check this place out. Definitely. The rain decided to pick up like crazy there, but we actually went and rid Hagrid's. It was a posted 45, and we waited, I think, what did you say, 35 minutes was our wait time. So yeah, we got to get on that really quick, which is always something I feel like, if you see Hagrid's under 60, I feel like you got to do it. And I feel like almost always it's going to be like 80, 90 plus minutes. But while we are in the store here, actually at the front of the park now, I want to show you guys something that I haven't been able to show you guys on camera yet. And it is this here. It is like this Butterbeer cart thing, and I think there's candy. Oh, what are these? I don't know how it works, but I think there's candy in this somewhere. Let me see if I can figure it out, but I thought so, but I think...
Gummies somewhere.
Gummies? Is that what it says? All right, let me see if I can figure out how to open it and show it to you. Okay, I kind of figured it out. So there's these like chains on there, and you can like put them up to like hold the stand like this, I think is how it's supposed to be done. And then the barrels, they open up like this. You kind of like lift them up here. And then inside you have, I'll show you top down view, you have these, which are Butterbeer, I think candies. They're shaped like little beers, kind of like Stein or mugs there. And if you smell them, they kind of smell a little bit like Butterbeer. I don't know what the flavor would be on them. But yeah, you could have like a little bit of a popcorn bucket, kind of small. Oh, we lost it here. But yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a little Butterbeer cart. Now that we checked that out, that is going to be it for us here at the parks. And again, some fun HHN updates, some new merch. We went and checked out the Hallows Eve Boutique over there. And yeah, tried out the new food, which I thought was a major hit. I do think you guys should check that out. Hopefully they keep that around. Maybe rotate the menu, I guess. But right now the food is fantastic there. So maybe keep it. I don't know. If you did have fun hanging out with us today, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps out a ton. We are going to trek home now that the rain is somewhat subsided, but still lots of wind. Either way, we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.